Hello everyone, this is Luigi, and welcome to the epilogue of Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. So anyway, I didn't really point this out, but now my file sparkles since I have all 242 stars on it, and someone was whining at me to show my deaths, and I forgot how to do that. Is it that under there? Is Mario died 167 times, even though I didn't play through Mario. Luigi died 175 times. I think that's what it is. I have really no idea. Yes, I'm a little too amused by that. But anyway, I just figured that because I totally said I would and then totally forgot, I'm going to read aloud the Rosalima's inside story. So, that'll be lots of fun. Huh, what's this?
Let us begin.
Okay. I think that's like the neutral prognosticos. Chapter 1, The Celestial Duo. Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. "What's your name? Are you lost?" the girl asked the star child. "I'm Kirby, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet," said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. "Don't worry, I'll wait with you," the little girl promised Kirby. Staffy. Wario. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing, much like the hub. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to the Luma, "If we stay here longer for looking much for, I'll be an old lady soon." But then she had an idea. "Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?" The girl and the Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began. That sure is how space works. Chapter 2, Star Parts. Days passed with no sight of the comet or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. "If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam," said the little girl above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she had packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea, but I forgot to bring water. At this, the Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. The Luma ate the little girl, and the story was, "As long as I have star bits, I'll be fine," said Luma. "Want some?" The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. "You're feeding me space rocks just because you, weird Kirby, can eat them?" Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. He's laughing because she's going to die of dehydration. This is not a good story. "All right, maybe just a nibble." Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect star bits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The star bits tasted like honey. I'm sure they had hydrogen and oxygen in them in the correct proportions to be liquid. The comet. Chapter 3, The Comet. Look, it's the engine for the observatory. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window, thinking it was the morning sun because there's a morning sun in space, right? The girl peered through the window only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get that comet." The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of cosmic Luigi. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. "Look!" Peering down at the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of star bits encased in the ice. "Pretty good, huh? Finding star bits is my specialty," said Luma, beaming. "There's ice here, but it's so warm. I bet there's water here, too." The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4: The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother's retreating back. "Rosalima." Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. "What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon?" Her mother thought for a moment before responding. "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." Why does the mother look like more than Rosalima? When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. "You have star bits in your eyes," said Luma to the girl, and Luma ate her eyes. Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not star bits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother again." At this, the Luma began to cry too. "Oh, Mama, just killed a man." The pair traveled through the starry seas, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart, and now she can use a spin attack. Chapter 5: The Spin Attack. "The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there," the girl said busily to herself. "We'll put the gate here." You totally need a gate for a sphere, right? Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. "It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home." It turned out that star bits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture, unlike it. That sure is good. Logical, right? Yes, they built to made a home. Looking at the completed house, the Luma remarked, "Don't you fear it is awfully big for the two of us?" Oh yeah, there was so much stuff in the Comet Observatory. I was like, "Ugh, this is so hard. Why couldn't it have been nice and small like Isle Delfino or Princess Peach's Castle or Princess Peach's Castle and Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, which was still just a hub level that had warps to everywhere and still managed to be where this, but with a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious." But still, something seemed to be missing. "If only my father, brother, and mother were here," the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship.